Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Easy Cooking with Sarah's. Today we are going to make Trini roti, a Trini type of pita bread or whatever you might call it. We call it paratha or bus-up shot. It is a flaky pastry sorta. You can eat it with any sort of vegetables or vegetarian dish, or you could eat it with a piece of cheese, anything like that. So come on over guys, let's get cooking. We're going to use 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This is 1, 2. I'm using this flour. King Arthur flour is supposed to be really good. I'm going to use 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. So this is a half for 1.5. 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. Let's mix this together. Oh, I have to put 1 teaspoon of salt. This is 1/4, so I put 4 of this for 1 teaspoon. I'm going to use a little bit of ghee to mix it when it's done, to rub it all around the dough. And I have 3/4 cup of lukewarm water, and I'm going to use 1/4 cup of evaporated milk. It should have been regular milk, but I don't have regular milk, so I'm just going to use 1/4 cup of evaporated milk. I'm going to put a little bit of water at a time because I might need a little more. So you want a soft, not extremely soft texture. So now you take your hand and you go into it and you knead it, you bring it together. The more you knead it, the more you bring it together, it will be more flaky. So I might need a spoonful more of liquid, but let's see how it gets. I think I'm going to use 2 tablespoons more of lukewarm water. So this is my sister's paratha recipe. It's been passed down from generation to generation. So let me see if I can make it like her. Oh, you have to have a lot of muscles to do this. 2 cups of flour will make about 3 little paratha. So you just, or like we call it in Trinidad, bus-up shot. So I think this should be good. I'm going to put a little bit of ghee to get it smooth. Just like that. This is a 1/2 teaspoon. Maybe this is a little less than 1/2 teaspoon because it wasn't filled. I have one prepared for you guys from the flour that I need. I have one dough prepared for you guys. So now I'm going to show you how to make the paratha or bus-up shot. So you stretch. You keep stretching like if you're doing a pizza. You sprinkle a little bit of dry flour onto the board so that it doesn't get stuck to the board. And with your rolling pin, or what we call it in Trinidad, bilna, you roll it out as thin as you can, as big as you can, because the bigger you roll this dough out, the more flaky the paratha will come out. Now I'm going to rub a little bit of ghee. Now you can use butter, you can use Crisco, you could use cooking, but I wanted to try the ghee on it. What we do now, we cut from the middle down like that. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of dry flour on it so it will stay properly. And I'm going to make it into a cone shape now. Make sure you get the ends. So you roll it like this. You roll it like that. And I remember put that in so, and my mom used to always put it down like that. So this is a paratha dough. This has to remain for like about an hour until it's set, like it has to raise a little bit. And then we're gonna roll this out again and put it on top something called a tawa. The paratha dough that I had set, I have one already prepared for you guys, the one that I cut in the middle and I made it into a cone shape. So we're gonna roll this out now and put it in the tawa, or the other name that I know it as is cast iron griddle. Actually, you can get that cast iron griddle at any of the Spanish supermarket or the Indian supermarket. So we're gonna roll this out with your rolling pin or your bilna. Make sure you put some flour, some dry flour on the board because it is gonna get stuck. I do have the tawa or the cast iron griddle heating up already because you need it to be like on medium high for the roti to cook properly. Actually, a friend from my work, my office, asked me to make a video of making paratha. So Donna, here you go. This is for you. And don't worry about the shape because you have to break it up anyway. Might be making a Trinidad map here. Ta-da. Let's go to the towel. So I'm gonna rub a little bit of oil. I have a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil. You put a little bit, you rub a little bit on the cast iron griddle, like that. It's hot and nice. You smell the butter, and you put that there. Let me get one of these to turn it properly. And when you turn this, you're going to put a little more of the butter and the oil. I had it on low heat before. I just put it up on medium. And you see it's cooking. You see it's bubbling up there. When it starts bubbling up, you turn it. Oh, it's coming nicely. All right, so some nice bubbles coming up. I'm gonna turn it now. Ah, it looks flaky already. Ah, that looks so delicious, guys. I'm gonna turn it back and put a little bit of the oil and the butter on top of it, and then flip it again. You can eat this with anything. You can eat it by itself, with cheese, with some vegetables. So let's turn this now. Oh, it's flaking out nicely. Look at that. It's swelling, and there's an art to paratha or basapsha that it becomes that after it cooks on this. So that'll be another step to show you guys. My dad used to cook this on big griddles, like huge griddles like that. And he would be breaking up the roti like that, the paratha like that. It was amazing to see. And that stove was on the ground, and the tower was like so huge, so huge. It was amazing to see. I think he might be proud of me that the recipe came from him. To my sister, it was supposed to be a secret recipe, but oh well. A little more. You don't have to put too much because it has a lot of butter in it already, a lot of ghee. So remember, medium heat. If you put it too high, it's gonna get burned. You want it a little brown, but not burned. So this is cooking on this maybe for about five minutes so far. And I think this is done, you know. So this is what I was telling you about how this dough to roti becomes a paratha. So it goes like this. This is what you call flaky, amazingly flaky paratha. Look at that, guys. The flake is coming out all over the place. Paratha. So we're gonna have the tasters for the paratha now. Yes, my favorite two tasters, Asha and Jerry. And Ozzy.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Look at this.
Mm.
Look how flaky it is.
Yeah, and buttery.
Wow. This is...
Mm.
There you go, guys.
Look at that.
Paratha.
Look at that.
Ah, it's flaking.
Wow. Look at that.
Great.
Let me taste it now. First.